So it's goals and fear, guts and determination. My name's Dave Fanale, and I'm coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts at the NAR National Convention, the National Association of Realtors National Convention. This is week 18 of Real Estate Talk, TGIF. Thank God it's finale. And here I am, just loosening up a little bit. I was in a session all morning and got some great stuff going on. Lighting isn't so good here because I wanted to have that backdrop of what you see out there. As you can tell, it's a very gloomy day in a very interesting city of Boston. And believe me, Boston really is kind of the word organized is something you wouldn't think of if you were here, because half the city is one place and half the city is another, and the convention center where this convention is taking place is not really central. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I want to talk about goals and fear. All right, so you have goals. Do you have also a fear about them? And what I mean by that is, are you afraid to take the steps necessary to achieve those goals? Well, you know what? I thought I was, and I always was. I'm not anymore. And let's look at the other one before we get back to that. If you look at guts and determination. So sometimes with a goal, you have the fear because you don't have the guts to do it and to take that added step and to say that thing that you want to say, right? So, you know, it's really important to say, screw it, and just do everything. And that's what goals and fear and guts and determination all stem from. And with everything you think about, if you're setting goals, let's talk about that first. So we have to set goals. Do we have to? Well, I think you do, because you have to have something to look forward to. But that goal is really BS without an action plan to get there and to doing the work, right? So in order to get there, you have to have, you're going to have fear. Okay, so if I asked you how much money you wanted to make next year and you said $50,000 or $100,000, I'd say, well, why don't you just say $500,000 or $1 million? And you say, Dave, you're nuts, because that's really not attainable. Well, how do you know it's not? If you set up the action plans to achieve that and set the goals up to achieve that, if you know how much work it is, I mean, we know we can reverse engineer anything reference to a goal. So if your goal is to make $100,000, you damn well better set your goal to be more than that, because here's the thing. If you set a goal, I learned this from Tom Ferry, if you set a goal of 100,000 and you say, you know what, screw it, I want to make 250,000. If you make $165,000, you failed from that 250, but you really did fail pretty well from the 100. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, when you look at goals, you know, think about the fear and let the fear be your fuel. Because fear really is, you know, it's a great acronym for false expectations appearing real, right? So figure out how to use that fear as energy to go with guts. So you might have to have the guts to get through the fear. So I get that, and I believe that, and I've used it. And then you just need the downright determination to say, screw it, I'm going after it no matter what anybody thinks. Look, you know what? People have called me brash, they've called me arrogant, and they've called me rude because of the things I'll say in public, because I don't care what I say, even if it might sound stupid, because my stupidity or ignorance of the topic I might be commenting on has value, because it will make other people think. And so many times when I've said something that might be off, people have gotten an idea from it. Well, here in the real estate community, I see people talking about, I was in a session this morning about MLSs, and they were talking about self-limiting beliefs being a problem. Well, you know what? And then they talked about fear of blockchain. They talked about self-limiting beliefs, and then they talked about their own self-limiting beliefs. It's a lot of crap what they don't seem to get, that, you know, they're blocking themselves from being great. The question I have for all of you out there is, how and what do you need to do to be great? No one's going to do it for you. Well, you know that already, and you've heard all the things that are there, and what people say about, you know, all these all these memes you see about, grab the day, seize the day, all that stuff, right? So the point I'm making to you is really simple. Goals and fear. Your fear is going to fuel so that you can achieve your goal. And you need the guts to have that goal, to have that like hairy, bodacious goal. What do they call that? The bold, something like that, the bohag or something like that. Hairy, audacious goal, right. Big, hairy, audacious goal, there you go. But you gotta have that. And if you have the determination behind the guts, you can't lose. I know it sounds like I'm talking in circles, but I'm not. I'm trying to make a point. This point that I'm making now is all brought forth in the first 20% of program that I have out called Real Estate Skill Builder. We talk about goals, we talk about choice and decision. Making a decision as compared to making a choice. What's in your head? How do you get that out of your head? When you got something in your head, like a goal or an action plan, or how do you get it out? I know that I've had big problems with having these great ideas, but didn't know how to organize it. And I've had some great people help me organize what I had to do to get it out of my head. So what I suggest you do is think about your goal. It's November 2nd. It's November 2nd. And you have just under 2 months until this year ends of 2018 or 2019. And if you say to yourself of a goal you did not achieve this year, what the heck, I'll do it next year. That's a lot of crap, and and you're not being fair to yourself. So set a goal that's at least twice as much, if not 10 times as much as what you think you want to achieve, what you want to achieve. Get that fear, get it all up in your gut. You know how that fear feels? It's like people say, Dave, you've been doing video for a long time. It doesn't bother you. It's easy for you. Bullshit. It's hard for me. I get the butterflies in my stomach every time I do it. And here I went to a location in the convention center where there's not many people, so people can't see me doing it. So I have that fear, but I try to push through it all the time, and I try to have the guts and determined to do it. This program I talk about, Real Estate Skill Builder, you know what? It's going to be a great success, and I'd like as many real estate agents to be a part of it. So this way, the more that are a part of it, the more I can help. It's a short version and a late version of Real Estate Talk TGIF today. And I'm just letting you know that I appreciate the people that come on, like Adalia's on there, and thanks for your comments, Adalia, and Sean Fallon's on, and some other people were on earlier. I want to thank you so much. Next week, we'll be live again at 11 a.m. on Friday, which will be November 9th. And we'll have another special guest for you that's going to be going to hit it out of the park and really going to kill it with our interview. So I look forward to seeing you again next week. And during the week, I'll have some other stuff going on. Got some new stuff that I've been working on. That, I take the next 2 months to revise everything and to work on everything. And you do the same thing. My goals are set and they're in stone, and my action plans are written down. I've already got my plan for next year. Do you? Reach out or go to reskillbuilder.com and we can talk there. reskillbuilder.com. Thanks. See y'all later.